Tried to turn Rob Jornament inside out as they score from long distance. 2-point goal and folks, we're all knotted up.
I'm here with one of the red-hot salsa players, Ray Matz. Ray, you're a defensive stalwart out there. I see you going down, blocking a lot of passes and shots. How do you do it?
I'm just out there. I got a great team out there. Everybody's back checking. If I get lucky, the ball hits me. We got Shaw back there who's just doing an awesome job back there, and I just try to contribute best I can.
He'll glide to the top of the zone, collect the ball, shoots it on goal, grabs his own rebound, and tucks it home on the short side.
It came down to it where success, hockey, had a lot of victories there, but there was always an emptiness. Ray Matz, born and raised in Philadelphia, and at 18 years old, had an opportunity to sit down with my parents after Catholic high school and 12 years of Catholic education. And my parents come to me and say, hey, you're 18, you're an adult, so you get to make your own choices now. And so at 18 years old, I was able to make my own decision and not want to go to church anymore. In my 20s, I had an opportunity to start a landscaping company up in Philadelphia. On the side of that, I was playing a lot of hockey, and there was a lot of business successes, there was a lot of hockey successes, but when the day was over or the drive home from the hockey rink, there was always an emptiness. There was something missing, whether it was a great day in the business, whether it wasn't a great day, and it went on for almost 10 years. At 30 years old, I had a neighbor that would consistently invite me to church over and over and over. And probably within a year, finally, after several times inviting me to church, I accepted the invitation. And literally, the pastor talked about the difference between religion and a relationship. And at 30 years old, I'm sitting in the back going, that's it. That's it. It took me 30 years to understand a relationship with Jesus compared to being religious. I was very excited. I shared that opportunity with a lot of folks. I was a big fan of inviting people to church after that, because that's how I was, brought in front of my Maker again. Tying all that into where we are today. So we moved down to Florida 3 years ago for an Indiana Beach. Came down here, a hockey playing family. Got down to Florida, and as you all know, there's not a lot of hockey, especially in this area. So literally I looked around, and Main Beach had a rink at the time. I talked to the city about possibly putting a program together. And it was a good opportunity where we could give back to the community. And my goal was to invite people to church from that program. We've had just about 10 baptisms coming from the program, 50 to 60 people involved, kids and adults.
A friend loves at all times. He is there to help when trouble comes. Proverbs 17:17.
So think about that. When things get bad, the Bible talks about being there for a friend, right? It's great to have hockey people coming from the program, coming into church, sharing their stories, and then continue, be one, make one. They can go out and invite their friends too. And like I said, it's one thing. I played hockey for years, had a lot of successes, but filling that emptiness came with an invitation at 30 years old.